All right, welcome everyone. I hope everyone is in good health. How are you? I hope everyone is good and doing fine. So you can start with renaming yourself. You can go to participant and look up for your name, and then you can follow our name convention. So start with the first letter of your country, underscore, and then the name you want other people to call you, right? So my name is actually pretty long, my actual name. So I want other people to just call me Atika. So I put there M underscore Atika. So you can do the same too. Say hi in the chat and share with us one superpower that you want to have. Good. I see Koichi already renamed himself. Thank you, Koichi.
Hi, hello, Atika.
Hello, Koichi.
Everybody.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Finally, I'm in Malaysia.
Yay! Welcome.
Yeah, in a hotel in Kuala Lumpur. I came here for July, no, June 10th. And yeah, I really love the Malaysia.
You're doing your quarantine at the moment?
Yes, I'm in hotel now with my wife. I cannot go outside.
Then maybe you are no longer J underscore Koichi. Now it's M underscore Koichi. It's Malaysia underscore Koichi. It's no longer J underscore Koichi. It's M Malaysia underscore Koichi.
Yeah, right. You could understand. Yeah. So I have no idea about Malaysia still now. Yet.
It's okay. Maybe
after quarantine, I will experience a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I think I have a news today. Is it okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Today I invited my co-worker. So could you give us Kim a time to introduce by himself?
Yeah, sure. I will be calling out members who are new today to introduce themselves.
Yeah, his name is Hiromitsu.
Yes, I saw.
Yeah.
I will be calling you Hiromitsu in a bit. Not
Hello,
now.
everyone.
Yeah, not now. I will be calling you later. Okay.
Not yet.
Yeah, no. Okay. I guess Hiromitsu is also in Malaysia.
What's that?
Hiromitsu is also in Malaysia.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I'm in Malaysia.
Yes, that's the same hotel curtain to the hotel room.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. We'll be talking to you in a bit, okay?
Okay.
The room of his the view of his room is awesome.
Very good to know.
Can you share?
Very good to know. All right. Hi everyone, let's start. It's already 8:05 in Malaysia, and over there in Japan it's 9:05 p.m. So let's start. So our conversation will take around 1.5 hours to maybe a little bit more or a little bit less than that. So it's 8 to 9:30 in Malaysia to 9 to 10:30 in Japan. A few Zoom rules that we would like to address and hope everyone is also adhering to. So number one, if you are not speaking, kindly mute your mic so we don't have an overlap of sounds, and also so that other friends could focus on the conversation that is happening around. Keep your video on because we want to see who is talking. That would help in conversation. And participate actively. Don't be shy. When you are not talking on the mic, you can still speak through chat. So you can use the chat function to say hi to other people, ask questions, or respond to other people's conversation. Okay? 3 simple rules that we all like to observe during the conversation session. One is being respectful to each other. We are from different backgrounds, we have different experiences, and we all go through life differently. So it's good to be respectful to each other because we don't know what the other person is going through. But nevertheless, we are going to share stories here, and it will be good to also be supportive of each other, right? We want to always encourage each other to improve, not only in English, but in life in general, either for your work or your personal development. And number 3 is be participative. Always be involved in conversation. You can wait until your conversation partner complete his or her speech so that they don't feel rushed. But don't forget to also ask follow-up questions so that they know that there is someone out there who are interested in their life and what they have to say. Okay, so let's go through very briefly what's going to happen tonight. So it's we have opening a new member introduction. I've been told by Koichi just now that we have new member coming in. We will do that in a bit, and then we'll have our first conversation, and then we have a sharing space today by our Japanese teacher member, which I will introduce later. And we'll have our second conversation, and then open sharing and Q&A and closing as usual. All right, let me see who are the new ones here. I will be calling up your name and I will give you around 30 seconds to introduce yourself. I mean, your name, where you are from, what subject you are teaching, and what age are you student. If you don't have any students yet, maybe before this, right? So let me see who are new. Okay. I see Hiro. Are you here?
Yes, introduction.
Yes.
My name is Hiroko. I'm from Aomori Prefecture from Japan. I'm teaching English at junior high school.
How old are your students, Hiro?
Pardon?
How old are your students?
Students?
Students' age. How old are they?
13 to 15.
I see. 13 to 15 years old. Welcome to Global Teacher Conversation, Hiro.
Hi.
All right. Okay, next up we have Hiromitsu. Hiromitsu, please introduce yourself.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Hiromitsu Sasaki. I'm 31 years old. I'm from Fukuoka in Japan. Well, I teach English and mathematics at elementary school.
English and mathematics.
11 to 12 years old. My students 11 to 12 years old. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Welcome, Hiromitsu.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll be talking to Hiromitsu in a bit during the breakout rooms. I see Nana. Nana, you want to introduce yourself, Nana?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Nana Takawa from Japan. Actually, this is second time of my joining this.
I see.
But I actually joined here for the very first time, the first meeting. So I think it's been like half year since I've last joined. Anyway, I'm teaching English in junior high school, which has 12 to 15 years old students, and I'm from Tokyo, and then now I'm working at Ogasawara Island, which is 1,000 kilometers away from the mainland.
Oh.
So actually, it's close to Malaysia, I think.
Oh.
Anyway, nice to meet you, and my student would like to see you guys in Malaysia, and also nice to meet you, teachers in Japan. Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much, Nana. I'm pretty sure many more teachers out here in Malaysia, also other parts of the country as well, would like to also meet your students. Okay, we have here Alfara Bakar. Farah, you want to introduce yourself?
Hello.
Yes, hello, Farah. Go ahead.
Hi. Good evening to all. I'm Alfara Baka. Prefer to be called Farah. Okay. I'm teaching in college vocational. Okay. As I think Madam Matika would know what vocational. Before this, we are SMK, and now in 2013 we have the transformation, a very big transformation where we were transformed into a college. So we are now teaching a 16 to 19 years old student, which they're going to grad with their diploma. Okay, as for me, I'm not teaching the workshop students with the courses. I'm more on into giving them, with English classes. Okay.
Thank
Okay,
you,
hi.
Farah.
From Penang, okay, Penang.
So Pulau Pinang or Penang is an island in Malaysia, and a very famous one at that.
Yeah.
Usually people who come to Malaysia would want to go to Pulau Pinang.
Yes.
Thank you so much for the lovely introduction, Farah.
Okay.
So for our Japanese teacher, Japanese member counterparts, if you haven't talked to our members already, so vocational college is also like the high school, the normal high school we have in Malaysia. Is just a little bit more special in terms of the subjects that are taught are technical subjects. Technical, so we have vocational. So you can ask more from Malaysian teacher members that are here tonight in the session. Okay, let's move on to a little bit of a check-in. So 2 weeks have passed since our 7th session. Last time on 29th of May, right? You can either type in chat, or you can unmute your mic and share maybe 1 or 2 good event or situation or good incident that has happened in the last 2 weeks for you. Let's all maybe share in the chat. I'll give you around 1 minute to 1 minute 30 seconds to do so. Okay. Let me read some of them. So in Malaysia, there's a national exam that has happened last year. Last year, I didn't see it. So the result is out. So Camelia shared that her students have 100% passes for their SPM. That's very good. That's very good to know, Camelia. Right. Mustafa said, just stay at home. Well, just stay at home right now is the best that you could do. We are helping each other so that there's no more mass infection because of COVID. Just staying at home is okay too. Don't worry. So Farah celebrate her youngest child, I guess. Youngest child birthday at home. Oh, okay. So Sky declutter. Koichi was busy preparing to go to Malaysia, so that's a good thing, Koichi. Okay, good to know that is a good thing. Jinsan accompanied his mom to her first vaccine. Wow. Okay. All right. Okay. Anyone want to share out loud here? What is one good event or one situation that has happened to you in the last 2 weeks? Don't be shy. Maybe one person. Camelia, I want to hear from you. Camelia?
Hi, Atika.
Hi. Tell us a little bit more about how you feel when you get to know your students have 100% passing on their national exam.
Um, uh, as you know, these are the batch where their SPM have been postponed like 3 times, I think. So they are very a very stressful batch, I think, for them. This is the super batch. We call them super batch because they have been through a lot since the COVID-19. And as for my student are not the brightest student, but I have faith in them, and I never give up on them. I have 2 students that came from peralihan, you know, their BM are not that strong, so they are feeling that they can't pass the BM. But thankfully, all of them passes BM and sejarah, and my classes is just it's like the underdog class in my school. So when they got 100%, it's like everybody was like, wow, they can do. So I'm very proud of them. Even the parents call me and say thank you. That is the most beautiful thing. I think I cannot I shed tears when they call me and say thank you, because I can't be in school. We can't go to school to get the result. Usually there's a big event where students come and see us, but now during the PKP we can't go to school, so they share the result through the WhatsApp and Telegram to me, and I'm so proud of them, each and every single one of them, regardless what the grades that they got. And it's a big thing because this is the first step. Actually, it's not the end. I mean, this is the first step. They are going to go through a lot more after this, but this is a very good step, meaning that they cannot putus asa. They cannot give up. They cannot give up. There's no such thing as give up.
Right. I agree with you, Camila. They shouldn't give up. Thank you so much for that lovely sharing. So if you have heard some of what Camila has said just now, so BM and Sejarah are 2 subjects in Malaysia, whereas when you take the national exam, there is a compulsory for you to pass these 2 subjects in order to pass other subjects as well. The overall national exam. So BM is actually Malay language. So Malay language is our national language in Malaysia, and Sejarah is history. So we also need to pass history subject in order to pass the national exam here in Malaysia. So if you heard Camilla saying peralihan student, so peralihan means transit. So students in transit. Some students may come from non-national schools when they were in primary. So they may be from private schools, or they may be from vernacular schools where they don't speak national language when they were in primary. So they were having transit classes when they go into secondary school. So these transit classes teach them the national language. So that's why Camelia was a bit worried for her transit students, whether they can make it, but it's so good to hear that they passed their national anthem. That's very good. Right. I also want to talk to Satomi. Hi, Satomi.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Maybe you can tell us about the students. Maybe you want to elaborate more about your story that you shared.
Yeah, thank you for asking. Hi, everyone. I'm Satomi. I would like to introduce one of my students. The student is my homeroom student last year. Then he struggled with studying and he has not so much motivation to sport and studying. But these days, everything has changed. He tried to study hard and even he didn't like English, but he these days asked me some questions, and also when I asked the question to in English, he responds in English. So I'm so impressed his participation, and also he tried very well in the track and the field activities. So yeah, I'm so surprised that I didn't know that he has so much potentials and these nice motivation. So I'm glad to notice his I'm so glad. Thank you for asking.
That's so good to hear. I think the most encouraging or the most uplifting thing that could happen to a teacher is when their students are showing their interest. The students are showing that, oh, I want to do more. And in turn, it will make us teachers also want to do more for our students, right? So I think most of us here share the same essence when it comes to teaching, right? Okay, now let's continue our talk from our last session on purpose. We want to talk a little bit more on why do we work? What is the purpose of working to us, to you, to me? What is it that pulls us in? Is it the money? Is it compliments? Is it the smile on our students' faces? Or is it just the satisfaction you get when people ask you, what are you doing? Oh, I'm a teacher. I build nation. So there are a lot of reasons why we do what we do. And the reasons for us are different from one another. And we wanted to continue to reflect and find out what is that reason for us to become educator, to become teacher, to teach, and to guide the next generations. All right. So we have talked about contribution the last 2 weeks. So this week, we are going to touch about learning. Okay. So in our first conversation in a bit, in the first breakout room, we will talk about what was the best learning for you. We want to reflect a little bit because remember, we're not just educator, we're not only teachers, but we are also learners. We are also learning ourselves. Just because we are teachers doesn't mean that we stop learning. So there are a few prompts that could help you build up points on what you can share with other members in the breakout rooms. So reflect on what did you learn? When did you learn that specific learning? And then how was the experience of learning? Was it good? Is it bad? So remember, Experience are for you to reflect and ponder on. It can be a bad learning experience, but what do you learn from that bad learning experience is important. Why is it bad? Why is it good? And how does it affect your life? And how do you want to use it for your life in the future, or even maybe now? So I'm giving you 2 minutes. You can screenshot this. You can take a shot this, just, or you can write down, make a copy of these questions so you can use this as a reference when you talk to your other friends later. 2 minutes, okay? I hear clicking. Very good. Wait, 1 more minute, okay? All right, time is up. I will be sending you guys off to your breakout rooms. So you have 20 minutes to share conversation about your past learning with your conversation members. I will be seeing you guys after 20 minutes. Okay? Conversation but sharing. Right. So let's reflect a bit on what we have heard from our friends just now and what we have shared to our friends as well. Let's take this time to type in the chat. You have heard what your friends have been learning, correct? Maybe you want to type in the chat one thing that you want to learn from them instead. So Mustafa, Hema, and Satomi, maybe Mustafa can type in the chat one thing that Mustafa wants to learn from Satomi, for example. I give you guys 1 to 2 minutes to reflect and type in the chat. What is one thing you want to learn from your friend just now? Okay, let's spend 1 more minute on the chat. You can also read through other people's chat, other members' chat as well. Okay, 30 seconds. I see a few of us talking about judo here. Very interesting. Okay, all right. I want to encourage you to put in what is it that you want to learn from your partners instead, and also look at what other people have shared through the chat. Now, let's move on to our next order of business, our sharing space. Okay, this week's sharing space will be delivered by none other than our Shizuko. So Shizuko, are you ready?
Okay.
Okay, I will stop sharing my screen so you can share your screen, okay?
Yeah, okay.
All right, take it up.
Can you watch?
Yes, we are
Yes.
seeing this. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Shizuko Tanaka. I live in Hachinohe City, Aomori Prefecture, in the northern part of Japan. Hachinohe City faces the sea and is thriving in the fishing industry. Natural gas is brought from Malaysia to Hachinohe Port. Before COVID-19, students from Mara Institute of Technology had run language communication with students of Hachinohe National College of Technology. Today, I would like to introduce the practice at the school where I worked for the first time as a vice principal. Toyosaki Junior High School is far from the sea and is located in the countryside. There were only 30 students in total. In winter, all the students shoveled snow. The students were sincere and hardworking. On the day before the athletic festival, the ground was maintained by the entire community. All the students were loved by the people of the district. The challenge for students was being passive and not independent. I wanted to foster students' curiosity, creativity, ability to talk, and to rise their self-esteem by themselves. Therefore, we set the theme of let's create an ideal school. We gave the students the opportunity to discuss and make decisions. School reform began with the placement of a kotatsu. Kotatsu is a traditional heating appliance for Japanese homes. It was a gathering place for family. The students suggested creating a place to relax. Here is a quiz. What are the students doing? They are reflooring so that they can lie down on the floor and read books. The students discussed what kind of libraries they would like to build. The students put it together in an image map and realized it. Teachers didn't instruct the students at all. All the students worked independently. They are making displays and guide maps. They are preparing to read online novels. A bookshelf arranged by students. New books introduction corner made by students. The students set up a tent in the library so that they could concentrate on reading along. This is the completed library. These were all the result of discussion between students. The activity was also featured in a local newspaper. As a next challenge, students created a room to settle down when they were tired. There was a soft cushion and a swing. There was also a projector light that grows in various colors, a globe floating in the air, and an aroma diffuser. This room also helped students with special needs. I taught the students the rule of discussion in the Japanese language class. For example, don't interrupt what others are saying. Don't assume that any opinion is wrong. Don't cry or get angry emotionally, etc. These are essential for constructive and creative discussion. The students had discussion on many occasions. This photo shows a discussion about the activity of the student organization. This is a cross-curriculum class between Japanese and art. They are planning a strategy to sell masterpieces at high prices in virtual auctions. They are in discussion to improve the practice of a basketball club. Sticky notes were often used for discussion. It is useful for fair and fulfilling discussion. Many teachers visited the school to run discussion activities. It was also featured in the newspaper as a good example of active learning in which students solve problems through discussion. Many discussions have improved students' ability, critical thinking, question-making ability, ability to realize, problem-solving ability. But I think the most important result is something else. It is that students have come to affirm themselves and trust each other. This is a theme of the school festival decided by students. They graduated saying, "This school has affirmed our individuality." Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Shizuko. That was great. All right. I'm sure other people are also in awe listening to Shizuko and what she's done in Toyosaki School. Thank you so much, Shizuko. That's awesome. That's really great to hear it. I think many of us here would also like to learn more about how to not only start embedding discussion habits in our students, but to maintain it throughout. Sometimes the most hardest thing to do is not about starting a thing, but to maintain and to sustain doing what is right. So thank you so much. It was a great presentation. Lovely, lovely to know from you, Shizuko. Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you for listening, everyone.
No problem,
Thank you.
no problem. All right. Now that we have heard from Shizuko, we will continue on with our agenda. Our agenda is to continue with
a little bit of QA. No, maybe no, we don't have time.
Yeah, we do have time. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do QA maybe with Shizuko-san. No.
Oh yeah, we do have a bit of time.
Oh,
Shizuko, are you open to have a Q&A session?
So Shizuko-san, Q&A session. Do you want to have it? So Q&A, so question and answer. Is it okay that our member?
Okay, I try it.
Good. Okay, now I give you guys 1 minute to ask question in the chat, and Shizuko can choose one question to answer. So you must compete, mate. Compete among yourself. The best question will be picked by Shizuko. Shizuko will only answer one question from you guys. Okay. I'll give you 1 minute.
Ability to create a question.
Yeah, ability to create the most creative and engaging question. I see questions coming in. Very good, very good. There's only 2 questions so far. You have 30 seconds. Okay, time's up. Okay, Shizuko-san, we have 3 questions. So you can choose, or 4 now. We have 4 now. Last minute questions, Satomi. Okay, I'll let that in. So Shizuko-san, you can choose from the questions from the chat, and you can answer one question. Go ahead.
What is your strength? You have to make difference. Okay. 高さんの質問でいいかな。make
So maybe strength.
Yeah. I will ask. I will answer to Taka's question. Okay.
Thank you.
So Taka's question is, what is your strength that you have that that you are able to make difference in the school? So your answer, Shizuko?
Okay. I think my strength is love for children. I want to change it. I want to change your education. For example, gap of economy, gap of area. I want my experience of education will help children. I think it's my strength.
That is the most heartwarming answer I heard. Her love for children is what drives her, and she thinks that Shizuko thinks that is her strength when it comes to bringing different change to school. She said that is very heartwarming. Thank you so much, Shizuko. I really enjoyed your presentation just now. Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening.
No problem. All right. Now that we have heard from Shizuko, let's move on to our second conversation for tonight. So for our second breakout room, we have talked about what are the things that you have learned in the past. And you have listened to Shizuko on what Shizuko has done with her school when it comes to empowering students to make change and to engage students in school. Now, what we will do next is, what do you want to learn for your own well-being and good life in the future? So specifically, what is it that you want to learn? Why you want to learn that kind of learning? What do you think is the benefit that would bring to your life? And how would that change you in the future? How would that affect you in the future and your life, and maybe to other people's life as well? So take this 1 minute to either jot down the questions or screenshot this before I send you off to your breakout rooms. I think that's the same person's shutter clicks that I heard before this as well. Okay, 30 seconds and I will send you to breakout rooms. All right, I will open the breakout rooms now. See you guys in a bit. Welcome back, Nana.
El cerdo.
All right.
Okay.
Welcome back, everyone.
Yeah, welcome.
Shizuko-san, what happened to Shizuko-san?
All right. We will not be reflecting on the second conversation just now. What I want you to do is reflect on your own and perhaps consider what are other things that you want to learn for yourself in the future. Okay? And reflecting on what your friends have shared, maybe also think about is what they want to learn is also something you want to learn in the future. Okay, let's look at a few announcements for this week. So as you guys know, there is an international exchange program for students where there is an opportunity to collab between us, GTC members. So there are a few sessions that are already going on between Toru and Anne. So here, Nana is also offering a collaboration opportunity for other members as well. So if you are interested for Malaysian teachers, you can PM me on Telegram so I can connect you with Nana. Okay.
I was thinking that Nana-san can briefly talk about idea. No.
Nana.
No.
Maybe you want to share a little bit on what is the age range of students that you're looking for? What kind of subjects maybe you want to have this collaboration, and what when do you think collaboration will take place?
Okay. Okay, so my school is a junior high school, which has the age group of 12 to 15 years old students. And I'm teaching English, so I hope that I want to make the conversation in English. And also some topics in the textbook, it has about foreign countries culture or foreign countries school. And then I asked my students that they want to, what they want to do. And then they said they want to communicate with other countries' students. So yeah, I just wanted to try. And then it would be September or later after September is good because I have to make the document to pass through all the teacher meetings. So yeah, I hope that the September or October, and then yeah, so I'm not sure about the time difference, but my school is starting at 8:20 in the morning and then finishes at 3:20 p.m. So in between the time would be
so you're looking at timing during school hours, right, Nana?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So if you have catch on what Nana has shared, so Nana students is age range is 12 to 15 years old. So for Malaysian teachers, if you are teaching either year 6 for primary or form 1 to form 3, then you can collaborate with Nana and have this culture exchange conversation, because her students want to have conversation with people from other country so they can talk. So sort of like a student version of global teacher conversation, maybe.
Chika,
yes.
Can I ask one question? Is it is a must for only 12 to 15 students? If
Nana,
50 students the age, I mean if 16 and you know 17?
I put it in the chat, and the 9th grader is 18 students, and the 8th grade 31, and 7th grade 22 is divided.
But
Yeah,
Okay,
so
okay.
let's look at age range of 12 to 15.
But
Okay.
English level is really beginners, especially 7th grade. So I don't care about how old are they.
All right. So let's give focus to 12 to 15-year-olds. And as Nana has shared, this will take place maybe around September or after September
Yeah.
onwards. Right?
Only once is fine, or even in like half a year program is also fine. So
all right.
yeah.
So anyone interested from Malaysia, you can PM me on Telegram, so we can get you and Nana talking about collaboration. Thank you so much, Nana.
Thank you so much too.
Okay, so we have members directory. So fill out members directory on bit.ly/gtc-cc. Our 9th reflection session is on the 26th of June, also Saturday nights, in 2 weeks. Okay, so check your group messages, Telegram for Malaysia and Line for Japan, and also your calendar for upcoming session. I would also like to request members who came here using a shared link from existing members who have not yet registered as members to reach out to me so I can share with you a registration link, because we want to keep updated with who our members are. Share your reflection for tonight. The link is a new link. It's bit.ly/GTC06 2021 instead of GTC04 2021 last time. So it's bit.ly/GTC06 2021, or you can scan the QR code. We are also on Facebook, Global Teacher Conversation, so you can follow us on that. Anything that you want to ask, you have any kind of suggestions, you can forward those to our email, global.teacher.conversation@gmail.com. Okay, all right. As usual, let's take photo. Perhaps Taka can help me out with this. I'm going to stop sharing my screen.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you very much for coming. And I'm thinking that we are having more and more rich and dynamic community, because we are having like presenters and then having more deeper communication. And then I really appreciate this moment. And then I'm really glad that we are having more meaningful conversation. So to congratulate this moment, let's take photo. 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you very much for coming. And
thank you very much. All right.
Thank you to all.
Stay safe and see you guys in 2 weeks.
Yeah, bye-bye. Nice to meet the new members. See you all.
Everyone.
Stay safe. Stay